Howdy guys, welcome to Should Be Right Garage. We did promise at the end of our Valiant video that we were going to try and get a 1970 Galaxie going. So Paulie's going to join us a little bit later in this video. But what we have here is one 390 cubic inch big block powered Galaxie. It's been cut down into a ute and she's looking pretty bloody sad. It was seized up about 20 years ago when I first purchased it, and we're going to see if we can actually get it turned over and up and running. Let's check it out. And just quickly guys, we've now got some merch available if you want to help support the channel. We've got them in 3 different colours and a whole bunch of sizes, and they're available for 45 bucks delivered anywhere in Australia. And of course these are in conjunction with our other methods of support, including our PayPal account if you wish to donate directly, and of course our Will It Start content. We're always looking for new vehicles to get up and running. So make sure you check out our links in the description for all the details. And if you send us through a photo of you wearing our merch, we'll chuck that up in one of our videos as well. Back to our main content. And here it is, one very sad looking ute conversion done on a Galaxie sedan. Somebody who's used the rear screen and they've made this horrible looking back end. Would not have been much of a useful tray on it, but nonetheless a ute it now is. It's basically a complete vehicle, but it is absolutely had its day. I had some issues a few years ago where some thieving pieces of crap decided to cut out the diff. They did a bit of a cut on the drive shaft, don't know how well you can see that. I've just got some bodgy control arms in there after sourcing a replacement diff. But when I had this thing about 20 years ago when I first purchased it, it was meant to be a parts car. I've got a Galaxie sedan that I was going to use, and I have never in fact had this thing up and running, despite the fact that mechanically it's all pretty much complete. You can see this interior is fairly well had it. Why don't we check under the hood and see what we've got left. Oh, she's crusty. And there is our big block, looking very sad. See, we've got a busted spark plug, no leads on it. Yeah, that throttle's completely jammed up. So she's going to need a fair bit of work. That's if we can even get this thing to turn over. As mentioned, this was picked up about 20 years ago. You can see the state of the driver's door pillar. It's obviously had a chain around the roof here. It was picked up in scrap metal. So it was always destined for the scrap heap, and as touched on earlier, this was always going to be the parts car for one of my other sedans. It was a sedan I picked up also around 20 years ago that had no motor, gearbox, driveline whatsoever, doesn't have any steering. However, it was pretty dry and rust free. It has since gotten a fair bit of rust, and I've also managed to source another replacement dry and rust free body through a mate of mine. So between all 3 vehicles we are going to have a complete running car. But we need to see if this thing is even going to turn over whatsoever. 20 years ago when I tried to turn it over, the starter motor just did a single click and I could not get it to budge. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. First thing I want to do is give it a very liberal dose of some lubricant around all the spark plugs and around this throttle plate of the carburetor. It's going to have to sit and soak for quite a while. Another obvious issue that has arisen is the fact that this alternator bracket sits very loose. There's nothing retaining it down the bottom, it's just this top one here that's keeping it together. But that may be a non-event if we can't even get this thing turning over. And during our clean, we're starting to have our throttle plate free up. So So happy days there. I think we're now going to turn our attention to these spark plugs. A few of them are broken off, so I'm a tad concerned that a few of them are actually going to end up snapping in the head, but we may well be removing them anyway. One's alright. One's okay too. Oh, this third one is a nightmare. Oh. Let that sit for a bit longer. Oh, fuck. That is tight. Oh, here we go. Got him. Not being luck here. All seem to be getting loose. And all in a row there's our left hand side of the plugs. Nothing looks untoward with any of them, there's no real signs of rust there. But as we go to the driver's side, the very forward plug has a completely closed gap there. That's a little bit of cause for concern, but it may have also been caused by this plug previously being removed and dropped. So I think next up we're going to leave some oil in these cylinders overnight and see if we can free this thing up. After a good 24-hour soak, we've got absolutely nothing. Plan B. We're going to weld ourselves a bit of pipe onto this pulley, and that should help us get a bit more leverage. And with a lot of effort, we are getting the very slightest of movement back and forth. There's a bit of slop on the pulley, but that harmonic is moving. So we're going to spend the rest of this night, and hopefully we don't need to move to plan C and strip these heads off. We'll find out in the morning. And check it out guys, after working overnight, she now spins freely. You can see the rotor button is turning. Happy bloody days. I think we might just get this thing started. And the result on the harmonic balancer is that we definitely did have a hard time on it. You can see she's crooked, but hopefully we don't have any more trouble. Speaking of trouble, look who's here.
What have you done to me, mate? What is this?
Oh, you love it, mate. Oh, check it out.
Is it too late to go home?
Nope.
Oh my god.
We're going to get this thing running, mate. We've got a free spinning motor, we've got a functioning distributor, and we've got a throttle plate that's working. Don't look too much at the rust. I better see if this starter still works before we bother connecting anything else up. Hey! Look at that. Yeah, I reckon we got a shot at this today. I reckon we might. We just might. Alright. Now that we've hot wired the coil, we'll see if we've got any spark. Nothing. I have to clean these points up a bit. Points are actually well out of adjustment. Got ourselves a little gap forming now. That should work. There it is, a healthy spark. We'll put him all back together. Here it comes, moment of truth. Fuel bowls are full. Give me some fuel. Get about a minute out of it to start. Oh, got a plug wire undone here. Looking pretty shy, just quietly. Really looked very good, doesn't it? I'll try
and get some spark out of some of the leads, because I feel like that could be what's letting us down.
Spark plug might not on this plug anyway. No, but can I have the ratchet there? I'll pull this plug out and see if that fires.
That's what it sounds like, no spark at all.
Let's try a new set of leads.
Yeah.
Let's try again. Oh, that's something. I think our timing's off. I think we're out. We might be out with our timing, might be out the 180 or something like that. Alright, let's have a closer look.
Righto.
Alright, timing again. That's just getting flat. Alright guys, after a few times faffing about with this timing, we could never quite get it right, so we've gone back to basics. We took the rocker cover off. We wanted to check that cylinder number 1 inlet valve, when it closed, we'd make sure we were at top dead centre. And whilst doing that, we found a bit of an issue, and I think that's why we could never quite get it right. Check it out. One more time. This exhaust and this exhaust valve are not moving. Now, the camshaft is functioning, but these rockers are basically stuck in the open position. I've got no doubt that the other side is also doing the same thing. We will confirm our timing. We'll try one last time, but I don't think she's going to be a runner, guys, even if it's on 3 or 4 cylinders. Don't know. One last crack, I reckon. Paulie, what do you say?
Give it a crack, mate.
The old college try. Just check the left-hand side, guys. We had a few inlet valves that are stuck open. This is why we could never work out the timing. This is why we're getting backfiring through the carb without a set of reconditioned heads. This thing is not going to run. Unlucky. Oh dear, we tried. We did try. Well, that's it, Paulie. We bloody well tried, didn't we? But we failed. So I'm sorry, guys.
Mate, you gave it a red hot go. You got it turning.
Yeah.
You got the old
Turning
plugs
over.
out. I mean, those two things are miracles
They were
in
bad.
themselves.
They were bad.
That's
yeah.
miracle. We just couldn't get. We couldn't do anything about the stuck valves.
Yeah, look, we were second guessing ourselves there, guys. We tried a few times. We kept on getting backfiring through the carburetor. We kept thinking we were 180 out, or maybe we were one notch out. Previous owner, we just didn't know who'd messed with it in the past. We went back to our basics, and the basics is something we probably should have done from the get-go, but it showed us why it wasn't working. On the driver's side, we had at least 2 cylinders that were failing, and I think all of the left ones had at least one valve that was failing. So with valves stuck open, particularly the inlet, it was always going to backfire. Unfortunately, that's it. Without a set of reconditioned heads, it is not going to run. So now, as mentioned, this is a parts car. We're looking at securing a more rust-free body, so it's all going to be transferred into that. This engine will be rebuilt in the future. There'll be an episode when that gets handled. Now, more importantly, you guys have been asking about the Landau and the truck builds. They are still going to keep on happening. We've got a few more pressing issues at the moment because we've been shifting our cars out of storage right now. We're getting onto our land. We're building our shed. We need to build the F truck. When that's sold, that will fund our shed. As soon as that's finished, we are going back to our main project. But trust us, guys, we haven't forgotten about it. So make sure you keep on following, and catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys. Time for a bevy, sir. Let's go.
Oh.
For fuck's sake, open up, will ya? Come on. Son of a bitch. Standard.
You know what the problem is? You're a victim of your own success. Too many of these where you just.
Well, it just worked.
Where you got away with it.
I know. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming, Paulie.
Well, it's not Top Gear, so we don't win every time.
No.
Right?